name is Magali.
I'm Jana.
And we are doing our additional oral commentary for English on stereotypical characters we are presented in the media, such as the Latin woman, the black woman, and women in general.
So we're going to relate this with the books that we have been reading in class. For example, Remembering Babylon, Uncle Tom's Cabin, The Handmaid's Tale, and even Medea at times. So we're going to take all these stereotypes that we see in literature and apply them to contemporary times.
So the purpose of this project was to take all these stereotypes, and considering that we are part of all these group of stereotypes, we were going to make fun of them by creating a series of snippets talking about all these stereotypes and what they mean and why are they so overly used in society.
The snippets is going to be us representing an identity in our community and what we don't like people telling us. So for me, I'm going to be a Latin woman, she's going to be a woman in general, and she's going to be a black woman.
Is your hair greasy?
Do you like fried chicken?
Why are you tan?
So, do you want some watermelon Kool-Aid?
Do you know your dad?
You have a white boyfriend?
Do you want to live in the US?
Is your name Sharkeisha?
Oh, young was your mom when she got pregnant.
There's some fried chicken if you want.
Instead of drinking water, you drink tequila.
Do you like watermelon?
Do you go to school in a donkey?
Is your boyfriend's name Tyrone?
Do you like tacos?
So is your dad in jail?
Do you like Taco Bell and Chipotle? Because I love Taco Bell and Chipotle.
Have you ever been pregnant?
Do you even have high weight?
Can I touch your hair?
Do you sleep under a cactus with your sombrero?
Oh my god, can I be your baby daddy?
Say something in Spanish.
Are you African American?
Do you live in trees?
Did you steal that?
Do you know any Aztecs?
Can you twerk?
Do you like spicy food?
Are you from Africa?
Do you have family in the States? Are they illegal?
Say something in African.
Is your dad good at gardening?
What country in Africa are you from?
If you ever need money, you can always come and clean my house.
But you're not black though.
Can you teach me salsa?
Why do black people have to make everything about race?
Why don't women need watches? The oven tells time.
Do you like Jennifer Lopez?
I'm not racist, I have black friends.
Why don't you have an accent?
You voted for Barack Obama just because it's black.
I expected you to talk like Sofia Vergara.
So, do you play basketball?
You must kick ass at soccer.
No, but like seriously, which part of Africa are you from?
It's a bro thing.
Oh, so you're Puerto Rican?
But you're not white either, so what are you?
You're all Catholic, right?
You're like a cappuccino.
You're muy caliente and en fuego.
Why do you have so many white friends?
Okay, but you definitely eat tacos every day.
Do you live in the hood?
You all guys have like a million kids.
I heard it's like super dangerous in the hood.
Bros before hoes.
You grew up being threatened by a chancla.
So do you braid your hair?
Are you Spanish?
Are you on your period?
You don't look like Nina.
Why aren't you wearing heels or a skirt?
You speak Mexican.
Why aren't you wearing makeup?
Will you call me papi?
You're so fit for being a girl.
OMG, I bet you want a chihuahua.
Do you know how to play soccer?
I bet you come from a really big family.
You run like a girl.
Psst, psst. Mommy!
It's a boy's game.
Do you speak Spanish, or could you do me this huge favor and talk to my maid? Look, here's here. Wait, my friend's talking to you.
It's okay, I won't tell your boyfriend.
You're in the United States, like, learn how to speak English.
You look so easy.
You work in business, that's like so unheard of. When did you arrive in this country?
I like a woman on top.
Do you live with your parents?
Why don't you guys kiss? You're just friends, right?
You're not like the other Latins.
If you don't want to get raped, don't wear that.
Do you have a knife? Do you carry it around?
What's for dinner?
Why do all Latinos do that?
I like your boobs.
I love how you roll your R's. How do you do it?
I look so fat right now.
I love Latin girls.
Be a man. Man up. Grow a pair.
You're so spicy.
Doctor? Why not a nurse?
You seem so Americanized.
You're so smart for being a girl.
My nanny was Latin, so I feel like I totally get it. Like, I feel like I'm part Latin because of her.
Where are you going to college? Aren't you going to be a housewife?
I hooked up with a Latin once. It was crazy.
Can you make me a sandwich, please?
Is it true that Latins have like loud and crazy families?
Do you know how to clean?
I love spicy food. I feel I was like meant to be Latin, you know?
Why does Beyonce sing to the left, to the left? Because women have no rights.
Well, please, let me touch your hair.
Why didn't you, instead of having Sweet 16, you had a quinceañera?
For my oral commentary, I'm going to utilize two books that we read in class, and those are The Handmaid's Tale as well as Medea. And those books encompass how women were mistreated and discriminated against in eras past. For one, Medea, the one by Euripides, it demonstrates that Medea is actually the strong one in the relationship. That was really unheard of. Even in the original myth, she was classified as a weakling, and that's why Jason left her in the first place. But in this reinterpretation, she was described as the hero, the one who was able to help Jason in all his trials, and then was left abandoned, which she has to get revenge for. And so basically this shows another side of women, the side of women that are strong, they're intelligent, cunning. Still, even though they're being represented as strong women in society, there's always this negative connotation that because women are empowered, that they must do something to get on top, that they're really nasty people, and whatever they did was not worth it for them to be in this position of power. On the other hand, Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale, it talks about a dystopian future where a bunch of people no longer live in the same country, because it's set in the United States in the future. And so men have these occupations which make them leaders of the whole country, while women, they have degrading posts. Like, for example, the main character, she is the Handmaid's Tale, which is the social class that gives birth to children and then have to give their children away. And so it's basically degrading how women, because they can have children, because they're softer, or because they're more emotional and have these attributes that men don't have, they are considered weaker.
I'll be connecting the oral commentary with the book Uncle Tom's Cabin because it relates in the sense that it talks about racism and the exploration of black people in America. And the interesting thing about this book is that it walks through a thin line of is either abolitionist or revolutionary. So it's, revolutionary or racist. So a lot of people have discussed this because at the same time that it shows a lot of stereotypes and racist messages, it is also a piece of literature that sort of set out the initiative of people to talk about this subtopic, which is racism in America and slavery. So at the same, Uncle Tom, which was one of the main characters in the book, his name kind of became an insult, because someone that would be considered an Uncle Tom would be someone that is submissive and someone that did not stand up for their race, mainly your black race, someone that would be too submissive to white people and try to please them. And that's sort of what people believed that Uncle Tom did. So nowadays people still can be called an Uncle Tom, and that means that you're someone that does not stand up for your own race, and you sort of want to be someone that you're not. You want to be a white person. So by doing this project, which was speaking about what people generally say about black people in a humorous way, we're connecting this literary piece with this project in the sense that we are speaking out about all these stereotypes. Because in a way, Uncle Tom and his ability to be around all white people and not feel bothered by it and feel like he's part of his family in a way, and being criticized by that, it is also a way of stereotyping him, because being a black person, and because of all the history and slavery, it does not necessarily mean that one cannot be with white people in a social group.
I am relating this additional commentary about the Latin woman with the text we read of Remembering Babylon. I also specifically this book because in Jimmy, he moves to another country and he cannot further relate to the British society he lives in, but he still has his physical attributes, these specific characteristics that tie him to that culture. Yet the other culture that he's now in Australia does not accept him that much, and that's why I chose him, because I feel the Latin currently, especially in the States, since a lot of immigration has happened in the last decade, it has lost its identity but hasn't found a new one because of the cultures he has moved on, even though there are countries that accept immigration that do not integrate with each other. So I think it's a new duality for Latinx in the world.